been a while. Not much has happened. So I think the last time I made a video, I've forgotten exactly where we were, but I think we had this descending triangle which had a potential target back down to this low. You can see it had not happened then. Then we started breaking out of this descending resistance, which is bullish, and we had this potential W pattern, which over here it failed to break out. So that's bearish. That's why we were prepared for this scenario. It actually broke out of this long-term downtrend and you were heading to the W patterns target, but you fell short, running into this previous support now as resistance. So this is still a target as long as you're above this neckline, and you can see we lost the neckline. So this target is now invalid, and you came back to this support. You can see we never hit this target. So going forward, if you were to ever, lose this wick now and close below this wick, then we're going to head to this technical target, which is just retracing to this low over here. And you can see we failed to close below this green wick over here, this one specifically. And so because you failed to close below that, you're not going down. So you head back up, found support on the green box, and you tried again by closing above this purple line. You tried to head to this technical target, which unfortunately failed again. So there's no a specific reason why it failed. We just know that with trading, nothing here is 100%. So that's why we were always prepared of all the scenarios. We know there's validation and invalidation points of trades. So by closing above this purple line, you're going to the target. By closing under, you're no longer going to the target. But you can see what was the signal to say, okay, maybe now we're at some sort of resistance, maybe right now this is a time to take some profits. Well, it's this orange line as well as this previous support now as resistance. You had this specific candlestick over here called a shooting star with this wick to the top side. So this, and it's a key resistance as well. Why? Because it was previous support, now resistance, but also the 55 daily. Go back to the past. Whenever you see a rejection from the 55 daily, look at that rejection right there with a big wick upwards. Look at this cascading effect afterwards. You see another wick, look at this cascading effect. But what is positive on this time, you see once we hit it, we did not go lower than this low. That is very bullish, and eventually you did meet this target that I warned you guys of. But yeah, eventually met it and retracing back down to this low. So of course we know, yeah, going forward we can't lose this support of 0.001 cent for Bepro. Look at that kiss over there, and since that kiss of support you've reversed completely, because as long as you're above this level you're bullish, but if you lose it you're bearish. So as long as we're above it, you can't be bearish, then you have to be on the bull side. And yeah, you really do need to go through all these heart attack moments, for example like coming down to here, not knowing will it hold. Well, as long as we're above it, we should expect that we are going to hold it, that this is the bottom, that we should bounce from it and actually start to head up. And this is why we've seen almost a 25% pump since the bottom for Bepro. So it's amazing to see that. And of course you can now see we're above the 20, we're running into the 55 daily. I'm going to get rid of all these lines for the moment, all these target lines. I do have to keep some necklines like this double bottom and this old descending triangle over here, because they are some key support and resistances going forward. But you can see with this impulse downward, this was our bottom, this is our top. So we started coming back up, then we started dropping. So from that point over there, I'm going to drop it down to this nice red wick over here. You can see we're running into the golden pocket right now. I'm going to make this box gold because this is just basically the most retraceable level of the Fibonacci. So what's happening is we've had this big impulse downwards, and what is happening now is you're retracing to continue down afterwards, and it's telling you the specific area in which you should start to look to enter some sell trades, or start to watch this key area for a rejection. Not necessarily to enter a trade, just to know this area is where an expected rejection is meant to happen. So in this area, when you come down and you see that 050 and the 0618, these two numbers over here, if you hold below them, you should expect continuation. We've had this big impulse down. The move up is against the trend. The trend is down, shown by this. You're going against the trend, correcting, refueling, putting petrol in the car, refueling the rockets before continuation. But at some point, if you change this, if you actually break above the golden box like this and confirm it as support, and you would start to head up to the 1 fib level and actually way beyond it to these targets up here for Bepro. But you can see I'm preparing you guys for both scenarios, but we need to react. What should happen is, or what should be going on in your mind is, stay below this gold box and we should actually go down. But if we get above this gold box, we should actually go up, okay? So what if we do get rejected and we do actually start coming down from here? But what happens if we don't lose this low? This means that at some point you're going to put in a higher low, and this is basically a massive W pattern or an ascending triangle. But we can't call that for you guys right now, because what is right to say is you're under this, so what is expected is a lower low. If we actually just break above it, close above it, confirm it as support, then we're actually going to go up. But there's another scenario where we do come down, find support that is higher than this down here, higher than 1 cent or whatever you want to call it, and you actually climb back up and break above this gold box and do that exact same motion to the upside. All you need to do to stay bullish is stay above the lowest point over here and get above this gold box to actually, you know, confirm this bullish sentiment. And if you do so, the next target is back here where you previously were, and this has now become a large double bottom. So once you do actually close above this purple line up here, now this blue line, you do have a lot of targets to the upside. And yeah, I can get you excited right now, but let's not just get too excited too soon. Yeah, you'd be retracing back to this low as well. So going forward, if you have to reclaim that, you know it's bullish again. But yeah, a long way to go, guys. I hope you found value in today's Bepro update. Please leave a like. Please share this video to the Bepro community. I will try to make more videos more often. It's just not too much is going on, at least in the last few months. We're finally seeing some volatility. This is what we love, in the direction we want, up. So let's see continuation of that. And if so, we will be seeing some more Bepro updates. Let's hope that we can close above this gold box. And yeah, of course, remain above it once we are above it. But what should be expected at the moment is we've had a lot of days going up, which is against the trend we're in, downtrend. So this is a correction up, a little potential bull trap to continue down. The only way you invalidate this bull trap is get above this gold box and this orange line. There is that other scenario where you could come down and it's like a fake move down where it looks like it will lose this low, but it doesn't lose this low. And if you fail to lose this low, then the low that fails to lose this is a higher low. So if we're coming down trying to make a low, if it stays above that, it's failed to go lower, so that is a higher low. So what should happen after a higher low is a higher high above this high, and that would make sense to say this is when we get above the gold box, confirm its support, and now we will actually go up and validate this big W pattern just like that. I hope you guys found value. Again, like, subscribe and comment, share, and if you want to do the education, I have a course and a mentorship over on my Twitter, Louis_crypto. Private message me there. Thank you.